Hey guys, this is Justin, hello, and welcome to another video. So, I mentioned earlier this week that I'm kind of taking a week off. Let's be honest, the decision was pretty much made for me. There's not a lot of interest in Star Wars right now, and I get it. The sun is out, Andor is over, get outside while you can. The nerd stuff will be here when you return. That being said, I did want to pop in and talk a bit about something dear to my heart, which is my fan film, Battle of the Dreadnoughts. And I say my fan film, really this was, to put it very generously to myself, a joint effort between me and the excellent YouTuber E.C. Henry. It was my idea. I knew how I wanted the battle to go, but anyone can come up with an idea. He took care of everything else and of course did a phenomenal job. So I've seen a lot of discussion because it's been so long since the first part came out, 6 years, 6 million views, about why has there never been a follow-up? So I want to talk about that and the animation generally, and I have to say, I'm extremely happy with how that video turns out. I mean, I think that's putting it lightly. E.C. Henry, and we had other help too, but E.C. Henry especially is just such an incredibly talented individual. I really think there's not a whole lot like this animation on the internet. It all started, of course, when I commissioned the ships for breakdown videos, and it's really cool to have all those assets. But usually what I hear people say, and understandably so, is that I haven't made another because it's too expensive. And that's not really the case. The video was actually a success monetarily, and for context, it came out in 2019. So at that point, we were still in the release period for the sequel trilogy. Views were great, and to be honest, I was kind of flush with cash, and the video performed above, I'd say, what I was expecting, and I did monetize it as well. I know that some Star Wars fan films can't be monetized, especially if they use official music, but we never had any issue with this. I had, along the way, copyright trolls attempt to claim the video, but Lucasfilm or Disney or no one else has ever acknowledged it. They don't seem to care. I'm sure someone who could do something is aware of it, but it's really never been a problem. And I mean, that makes sense to me, unless you're using music or, I guess, official sound effects, but even then, Star Wars and Disney have always been pretty laissez-faire when it comes to fan films. And, if you look at the whole of Star Wars YouTube, and I'm including myself here, I can't understand how an animation would be any less protected in terms of copyright claims than something like comic reviews or lore videos, which of course are very common. Like, there are videos, and I've done them, where we're essentially retelling the stories of comic books. So Battle of the Dreadnoughts made money, and if I did another one, I would be monetizing it, and I don't think that's a problem. So why have I not done another? To be honest, I want to. I would love to start work on Battle of the Dreadnoughts 2 today. The problem is, my friend E.C. Henry, who would ideally be the one I partner with, is just so busy. He's got many projects on the go at all times. I mean, if you haven't checked out his YouTube channel, you should. It's some of the best, if not the best, Star Wars content on the platform. But he also does fan films and more. And he's just busy. I don't think the man could take on more work. And that's been the case really since we made the initial fan film, and it will probably continue to be the case in the future. I can't overstate, obviously, how much he brings to the project, but just understand, it's not a matter of the initial video not doing well, because not only have I, earned off that video, but I've used the video a million times for B-roll. It's just so nice to have, and I'm proud of it as well. But he's also the type of person that's so skilled, he'll never have trouble finding work, and really should be working on projects that further himself. So that's been sort of the issue. Does that mean there will never be a second? Yes. No, maybe not. I've done, outside of my work with E.C. Henry, many other animations on the channel, and I am open to, it wouldn't be Battle of the Dreadnoughts 2, but it would be a new entry in the Battle series. I actually have a couple plotted out in my head. I just need to find the right partner. There are very few who have the same skill set as him, but there are really talented animators, especially where so many individuals are willing to sell their models and more. So if you think that is you should let me know. Send an email to eckhartsladder@gmail.com. If you're serious, you should know what a person like me expects before commissioning a big project like this. So include the best work you have, which would showcase what a project with me could look like and send me quotes for maybe a 5-minute and a 10-minute video. I don't need exact numbers because I understand how these things work, and maybe you want revenue share or whatever. I'm a businessman. Let me know. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this discussion. I'm very nostalgic for that period. I remember I was live streaming a lot of the time, and I'd always be showing off little work in progress snippets or posting them on my Patreon. That's something I'd definitely like to do if we do another. Ideally, I would really like to get a pretty major animation out for you guys every 4 to 6 months, but we'll see. I'm a long way from getting there, but that's the dream. Anyway, until next time, guys, be safe, have a good one, and may the force be with you.